शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। कठोपनिषद चैप्टर 1 वल्ली 1 श्लोक मंत्र 26। श्वोभावामर्त्यस्य यदन्तकैतत् सर्वेन्द्रियाणां जरयन्ति तेजः अपि सर्वं जीवितमल्पमेव तवैव वाहास्तव नृत्यगीते Yama tried his best to tempt Nachiketa, but Nachiketa remained undisturbed, unshaken. He did not yield to Yama's temptations. Therefore, he rejects all the offers that were put forward by Yama. This verse and the following 3 verses 1, 2, 3, 4. Nachiketa uvacha. Words of Nachiketa. He Antaka, O Antaka. Antaka means one who causes anta, death, is called Antaka, Mrityu. Another name of Yama. Ete bhogaha. We have to do adhyahara. Ete bhogaha. All these objects of enjoyment. Bhoga means object of enjoyment. Just like a kama, even bhoga can have 2 meanings. भुज्यते इति भोगः, That which is enjoyed is called bhoga, karma vyutpatti, object of enjoyment. Another is bhoga, the very enjoyment. The very enjoyment is called bhoga, bhava vyutpatti. So, here ete bhogaha, Bhashyakara does adhyahara later on. So we need this adhyahara to complete the anvaya. Shobhavaha, all these objects of enjoyments that you presented, they are all shobhavaha. Shobhavaha means temporary. Shvaha bhavishyanti va nama iti sandihyamanah bhavaha yesham te shobhavaha. Tomorrow, shvaha means tomorrow. Whether bhava means existence, presence. Tomorrow, their presence, bhava, is doubtful. The objects whose bhava, presence, tomorrow, shvaha, is doubtful, they are called shvobhava. Such objects are called shvobhava. So all your bhogas, all that you promised, all that you enlisted, they are shvobhava. We don't know whether it will stay for tomorrow or not. Even for one day, no guarantee. Because in this world, everything is a variable. Nothing is a constant. Everything is subject to change. Therefore, we don't know what will happen tomorrow. Shvobhavaha. So this is this statement exhibits his viveka, Nachiketa's viveka. He is aware of the anityatva of all the objects. Nityanitya vastu vivekaha. So one quality of an adhikari Nachiketa has. So yat martyasya sarvendriyanam tejaha tat te jarayanti. Yat martyasya sarvendriyanam tejaha tat te jarayanti. Full stop. After shvobhavaha, full stop. Then another sentence. Yat martyasya sarvendriyanam tejaha tat te jarayanti. Martyasya, manushyasya, a human being, sarvendriyanam, all his indriyas, their tejaha, the brilliance of the senses, tat te jarayanti, te bhogaha, these bhogaha, these objects of enjoyment, jarayanti, tat jarayanti, they weaken, destroy the tejaha, the brilliance of the senses, by causing distraction. The more one goes for sense enjoyment, the senses get distracted more and more. A focused sense is a bright sense. It is so with all our senses as well as mind. Even mind is a sense, antarindriya. But if we go for enjoyments, the more we enjoy things, get used to objects of enjoyment, a luxurious life, AC, TV, and so on, what happens? The focus is lost. The mind loses its ability to focus. That is why vidyarthi chet tyajet sukham. If you want vidya, give up sukha. So a vidyarthi has to lead a simple life without much of bhoga. So sarvendriyanam tejaha jarayanti. Api, also, sarvam jeevitam alpam eva, full stop. Sarvam jeevitam, all life, all lifespans, any lifespan, not only human life, even the life of Brahmadeva is alpam, limited. It may be longer compared to our life, yet it is limited. Any life is limited. Sarvam jeevitam alpam eva. Yama had promised, live as long as you like. Swayam cha jiva sharado yavadicchasi. You can live as many years as you like. But even that is not infinite, not nitya. Yama cannot promise nityatva to Nachiketa, because even Yama's position is temporary. Yeah. How long will he remain Yama? Only for one cycle, only for one kalpa. So as long as I am here, you can stay. So it is so with the ashram also. Even the head of the ashram will tell you the same thing. As long as I am here, you can stay. I am not talking about this ashram. This ashram I don't know, but in another ashram someone told. So Yama will also say, as long as I am here, you can stay. So, Vahaha tava eva tishthantu. So with this statement, he is rejecting all Yama's offerings. Vahaha. Vahaha means the vehicles which Yama promised, Yama offered. Sarathaha. Saratha Saturyaha. He was ready to send apsaras with the rathas. Those Vahaha, Rathaha. Tava eva tishthantu. Let them remain yours. I don't want them. I don't want to possess them. Let them be yours. Nachiketa doesn't want to possess it. He doesn't want to have it. Indicates his vairagya. Nritya Gite tava eva tishthantu. Nritya Gite, dance and song, referring to the apsaras and their vaditra, musical instrument. Keep it for yourself. I don't want them. They will only cause distraction. I won't be able to study Kathopanishad. The ability to say no. The ability to say no is vairagya. Vairagya is the ability to say no to anything that can take me away from the pursuit of moksha. It is not easy. Most often, even the mumukshus yield to temptations. So we have to remember these lines of Nachiketa. Sometimes we might yield to our own temptations, and sometimes we may also yield to others' persuasion. Even that can happen. The others might persuade. There is pressure from the society, from the family, from the friends. So one should be able to guard oneself against all forms of all forces. That is true vairagya. Being steadfast in the pursuit of moksha. So, Nachiketa rejected everything. Tavaiva vahaha tavanritya gite. I don't want them. So, Viveka and Vairagya are very strong. Not Manda. Manda Vairagya can bring one to Rishikesh. But then there are temptations and the person might as well yield. He may end up starting a business in Rishikesh. So, see the Bhashya. There is a sambandha. Evam mrityuna pralobhyamanaha api nachiketa mahahradavat akshobhyaha aha evam mrityuna pralobhyamanaha api nachiketa. Nachiketa was pralobhyamanaha. He was being tempted by mrityu. Mrityuna. How? Evam. Thus. Referring to previous 4 mantras, I suppose. Right? 3 mantras. Okay. Previous 3 mantras. Mahahradavat akshobhyaha. In spite of being tempted, he was akshobhyaha. He was unshaken, remained undisturbed. Akshobhyaha. One who does not yield to any disturbance is akshobhyaha. Kshobha means disturbance. Akshobhyaha, unshakable, undisturbable. An example, Mahahradavat, like a big lake, a large lake. Hrada means a jalashaya, a lake. And it is Mahan, very big, very large. It cannot be disturbed easily. Suppose there is a small pond and an elephant enters the pond. What will happen? Yeah, everything will get disturbed. And the pond water will become muddy. And for a while nobody else can enter the pond. So that is what happens with a small pond, a small water body, like your tub. But then there is a Mahahrada, a big lake. Anything can enter it. Hundreds of elephants might enter into it. It does not get disturbed. Akshobhyaha. It cannot be easily disturbed. When we are large, we cannot be disturbed. So, Mahahradavat akshobhyaha. he was not shaken by the temptations. Being unshaken, he spoke, Aha. Shvobhavaha Shvobhavishyanti न भविष्यन्ति वेति संदिह्यमानः एव येषां भावः भवनं त्वया उपन्यस्तानां भोगानां ते स्वभावाः Shvobhavaha, the derivation of Shvobhavaha. Shvaha bhavishyanti na bhavishyanti va iti sandihyamanaha eva yesham bhavaha bhavanam. So, Shvaha bhavishyanti va na bhavishyanti va. Whether they will exist tomorrow, Shvaha bhavishyanti, or na bhavishyanti, or they may not exist. They will not exist. Iti sandihyamanaha. Their existence is doubtable, is doubted, doubtful. Yesham bhavaha. Bhavaha is equal to bhavanam, presence, existence. What are they? Tvaya upanyastanam bhoganam. The bhogas, the objects of enjoyment. Tvaya upanyastanam, that were enumerated by you, Yama. Tvaya upanyastanam bhoganam. Bhavaha, their existence is doubtful tomorrow. Te shvobhavaha. They are called shvobhavaha. Kincha मर्त्यस्य मनुष्यस्य अंतक हे मृत्यो यदेतत् सर्वेन्द्रियाणां तेजः तत् जरयन्ति अपक्षयन्ति अप्सरः प्रभृतयो हि भोगाः अनर्थाय एव एते धर्म वीर्य प्रज्ञा तेजो यशः प्रभृतीनां क्षपयितृत्वात् Kincha, moreover. So, see, this is dosha darshanam. So, how to cultivate vairagya was a question in one satsanga. So, this is how we have to cultivate vairagya. So, dosha darshana. So, one dosha is already told. What is it? Shvobhavaha. They are ephemeral, evanescent, temporary. And the second dosha, they will cause more problem than any good. by weakening the senses, by distracting the senses. Kincha, moreover, martyasya is equal to manushyasya, of a man, a human being. Antaka, antaka is equal to he mrityo, sambodhanam. He antaka, he mrityo. Yadetat sarvendriyanam tejaha. Yat etat sarvendriyanam tejaha. The tejaha, the brilliance of all senses, all indriyas. Tat jarayanti. Jarayanti is equal to apakshayanti. They destroy. What are they? Apsaraf prabhratayo hi bhogaha. The bhogaha which are offered by Yama. Apsaraf prabhratayaha. Apsaraha and so on. That kind of bhogaha. They are temporary. In the meantime, they are distracting in nature. Now, Bhashyakara gives the implied meaning, the extended meaning of Sarvendriyanam jarayanti tejaha. Anarthaya eva iti. They are anarthaya. They will lead to anartha, undesirable result in the long run. Initially, they may be enjoyable for a while, but in the long run, they are disastrous. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna talks about 3 types of sukha: Sattvika sukha, Rajasa sukha, and Tamasa sukha. This is a Rajasa sukha. Vishayendriya sanyogat yattadagre mritopamam parinami vishamiva tat sukham rajasam smritam. Initially it is like amrita, is enjoyable in the beginning, but in the long run it is like visha, poison. It will cause more damage. Whole life is lost. In pursuing them. So how they are anartha, how they lead to anartha, how they lead to undesirable result. Dharma, virya, prajna, tejo, yashaf, prabhratinam kshapayitratvat. They destroy these things. Dharma means punya. They destroy punya. Enjoying the pleasure destroys punya because of various reasons. When we are enjoying anything, we are exhausting our punya. Even eating rasgulla, with every rasgulla that we eat, we are exhausting our punya. because the rasgulla is a product of our punya. So when we are eating it, we are encashing our punya, spending our punya. So dharma. Also, sometimes when we enjoy the objects, we may compromise with the values, with the dharma. The enjoyment might lead to compromise with our swadharma, with the values. Because of that also, it reduces dharma. So this person gets an interesting movie, and he gets a ticket free of cost to go for a movie. Then what happened? He went there at 6 o'clock to watch a movie. And that day he missed all his evening sadhana, nitya karma, sandhya vandanam, going to temple. He missed. Then akarane pratyavayaha. So because of the bhoga, he went and watched the movie. Akarane pratyavayaha. Dharma is reduced. So dharma kshapayitrutva. It causes damage in dharma, in terms of dharma. And virya, the virya, strength, it reduces strength. If not physical strength, it reduces the mental strength. The more we get used to certain enjoyments, we become mentally weaker. I cannot do without it. Prajna, wisdom. You can understand it as viveka. Even the viveka gets destroyed with the enjoyment. The mind gets into a delusion. I am getting the enjoyment and I can get more of it. Dharma, dharma, viveka. There are 3 types of vivekas when it comes to Shastra. Mainly 3 types. Our spiritual pursuit goes through these 3 vivekas, one by one. First of all, dharma adharma viveka. What is dharma? What is adharma? This viveka, this distinction should be there in the beginning. That is where the spiritual life begins. This is right as per the Shastra. And this is not acceptable to the Shastra. It is called dharma adharma viveka or karya akarya viveka. Both mean same. and we have to get it from Shastra. Tasmat Shastram Pramanam Te Karya Vyavasthitau. So even for Dharma Adharma Viveka, Shastra is Pramana. Mainly the Veda Purva, Dharma Shastra. It is Pramana for Dharma Adharma Viveka. Then Nityanitya Viveka. What is permanent and what is impermanent. It comes afterwards. With the Dharma Dharma Viveka, one practices a dharma. Then some Chitta Shuddhi happens. Then he gets a Nityanitya Viveka. Clearly. Brahmaiva Nityam Vastu. According to the Shastra, there is something Nitya. And it is called Brahman. All this is Anitya. All objects of enjoyment are Anitya. Therefore, I have to pursue Brahman, Moksha. This understanding is a Nityanitya Vastu Viveka. With the Nityanitya Vastu Viveka, he becomes an Adhikari. Now Nachiketa has come with the Nityanitya Vastu Viveka. He is an Adhikari. But now, after going through Vedanta properly, you arrive at the final Viveka, which is called Atma Anatma Viveka or Satya Mithya Viveka. Satya Mithya Viveka. What is Satyam, what is real, and what is unreal. It is Atma Jnana. You can also call it Atma Anatma Viveka, but better is Satya Mithya Viveka. It is the culmination of spiritual pursuit. So, one has to go through these Vivekas. The whole journey involves Viveka. Right from the beginning, Viveka, Dharma, Adharma. And it culminates in Viveka, Satya Mithya Viveka. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. It is also Viveka. So, it is Prajna. The Viveka is Prajna. Tejaha, brilliance. Even the brilliance of the person, in the appearance, the face of a person, even that can be called Tejaha. Varchas. If he has more enjoyment, sleeps too much, then we can see it on the face. We can make out who wakes up early and who sleeps too much. Just by looking at the face, we can make out. Who does Gayatri Japa? Who does not? Everything is visible on the face. just by looking at a person, so many things can be made out, because everything produces a tejas. Even the study of Vedanta, it produces a tejas, Brahmavarchas. So after now 1 year, when you go back home, they will see Brahma Vidiva Somya Bhasi. It is there in chapter 4 of Chandogya Upanishad. So the Shishya, after a while, when he goes out and he gets Brahma, this Vidya, then as soon as the Guru sees the Shishya, he tells, Brahma Vidiva Somya Bhasi, you are looking like a Brahmavit. So it produces a tejas. There is brilliance on the face, shine in the face. Going to temple, sitting for Rudrabhisheka, it will add to the brilliance. And Kathopanishad, Bhagavad Gita, Sanskrit, even that will add to the brilliance. As soon as they see, it is like a sun, Surya. The face shines. That is Tejaha. So when we go for enjoyment, lead a life of, a sensuous life, the Tejas is lost. So Tejaha also goes away. Yashaha, even Yashaha, fame, recognition in the society, respect and honor in the society also goes away, because people generally come to know. He always watches YouTube videos. They won't have respect. Prabhratinam. So all these are some noble qualities desirable in a Vedanta student. Kshapayitritvat. All these bhogas destroy these qualities. That is why they are anarthaya. Anarthaya bhavanti. They lead to anartha, undesirable result in the long run. Klupi sampadhyamanecha, chaturthi. Anarthaya bhavanti, anarthaya kalpante. Yanchapi dirghajivikam tvam ditsasi tatrapi shrinu. Yeah. So Yama was promising a long life. Yam chapi dirghajivikam. The dirghajivika, the long life. Tvam ditsasi, datum ichhasi, ditsasi, son. You want to give. tatrapi shanu, tatrapi, about the long life also. Shanu, please listen. O Mrityu, O Yama, Nachiketa tells. Sarvam yat brahmanah api जीवितम आयुः अल्पमेव किमुत अस्मदादिदीर्घजीविका सर्वं जीवितम, all lifespans, brahmanah api, even the lifespan of Brahma, not Brahman of Vedanta. Brahman does not have life. It does not have a lifespan. It is eternal. So here Brahma means Hiranyagarbha, Brahmadeva. Brahmanah api jeevitam, even his lifespan. Jeevitam means ayuhu, lifespan. Alpam eva, it is also alpam, limited. Compared to our life, it is very long. We feel it is very long. Compared to a mosquito's life, our life is very, very long. You tell a mosquito, you ask him, how many days do you live? A mosquito lives only for 6 days. 1 day, no, not more, he's only 1 day, that's all. Okay, yeah, a few days, whatever it is. Find in Google, yeah. 1 day. So it's a short lifespan. Mosquito. 7 days. Okay. It lives 7 days. Okay. So 7 days is the lifespan of a mosquito. So mosquito says, I am living 7 days. Then it will ask you, how long do you live? So we live for 90 to 100 years. A human being can live up to 100 or 110 years. Then the mosquito will really get amazed. 100 years. That means how many times my lifespan? How many times? Please count. 5,000 times a mosquito's lifespan is our lifespan. So for a mosquito, it's very big, very long life. Similarly, from our standpoint, Brahmadeva's lifespan is very, very long. But Brahmadeva himself is having a headache. My term is getting over. I have to go. So even that lifespan is limited. So Brahmanah api jeevitam alpam eva kimuta asmadadi dirgha jeevika. Then what is the use of our long life? So even our long life, dirgha jeevika, however long it is going to be limited. When Brahmadeva himself is temporary. Our life is anyway going to be limited. Because all other lives are dependent on the lifespan of Brahmadeva. Once his life is over, this whole thing will wind up. Ataha tavaiva tishtantu vahaha rathadayaha tatha nrityagite cha. Ataha, therefore, tavaiva tishtantu vahaha. Vahaha means rathadayaha, ratha etc. Ratha etc. means horse, elephant, hasti, ashwan, all are vahaha, vehicles. And nritya gite cha, dance, song, tavaiva tishtantu, let them all remain yours. I don't want them. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.